This is the first video in a series I plan on running on this channel called Homeschool Wins, in which I plan on looking back on the month to see what went really well and sharing one thing with you, whether it be curriculum-based, attitude-based, or any breakthroughs that my kids have had or I have had, anything I just want to share with you that is positive. So hi, my name is Angie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a mom to 4. I love to homeschool, I love to read good books, and I love to share both of those things on this channel. So please consider subscribing if you aren't already subscribed and joining the community. So I've been tossing around the idea of starting this series for a while. I think it's really helpful to highlight the good and highlight the things that are going well, instead of dwelling on any struggles or things that aren't working or just the hard parts of homeschooling, but instead to have the ability to look back on the month and be like, what was the good? Where did we succeed? Where can we just celebrate? And so that is the heart behind this series. And I hope to do it kind of monthly. So at the beginning of the month, I'll share what the win was from the previous month. So comment down below if this is an interesting idea to you. If you want to see some of these videos on the monthly basis, I would love to hear that. And I also would love for you to think a little bit about your past month and comment below with the win for you. What went really, really well? So let me get into my October win. It starts with the fact that the month has, personally speaking, been a little crazy. It's been a doozy of a month. And all you homeschool parents know that whatever's happening in life, be it personal, it affects your homeschool. It just does. Like you can't have one without the other. They are very interlinked. And so it has been a challenging month. Like I have shared in a number of videos on this channel, we're moving. We got a new house. I'm very excited about it. But there's just been a lot that's gone on in October, be it get this house ready, start looking for houses, start looking at the budget, start all of these things. And now it's more into the like inspections and assessments and loans and packing. Like I think packing with 4 young kids is challenging. We don't have a garage, and so it's not like we can pack boxes and store them nicely in the garage for moving. It's like you pack a box and you have to like layer it with all the tape so nobody busts into it. It's just challenging. So we've had a lot of ups and downs, because I would say like the process is amazingly excited. We're so excited. I'm so excited, but I'm also really stressful. So it's kind of equal parts stress and excitement. So to get to the win, that's background, but to get to the win is, I would say the win for me is allowing myself to scale back on our homeschool. And that might not make sense to some of you, but I am a planner and an optimist. I have this ability to foresee how everything's going to go so well. We can handle all of this. Like we have this plan, we have all this great curriculum and books and things to talk about and study and read. And I just get myself all worked up into how exciting it is. And it's hard for me to then see like, we can't do that. It's not going to work in this season. And initially I was like, we can just push through this. This is something, it's a short season. We'll just continue business as usual. Homeschool won't change, even though our life is in a bit of an upheaval. And that didn't work. I was stressed. I am stressed. I feel like any parent knows this, that kids really pick up on your emotions. And if you're stressed and worried and busy on the phone trying to organize all this stuff, they feel it and they act out sometimes because of the stress that they feel. And so that was going on. And I just found myself just lacking in a lot of patience and being more frustrated than normal. And I don't like that. That doesn't sit well with me. That's not the type of person I normally am. And I don't feel like that's a healthy spot for me to mother or a healthy spot for me to be a good teacher. So I developed a moving school plan, is what I called it, where we're doing phonics, math, handwriting, and logic, because we love logic and it's really easy. And then we're doing read alouds. We're actually planning to do more read alouds to keep that as our like fun aspect, because I realize like math and phonics and handwriting are not very much fun, and we're dropping a lot of the stuff that is more enjoyable for my kids So the plan is to keep more read alouds going, even though we're squishing all the rest of the school into kind of a shorter amount of time to just get the basic skill stuff covered. So that means no morning time, no afternoon time, which for us was like cooking and art and poetry, and also no unit study. So I had the human body unit study going, which I'll link above all my resources. And we got about 2/3 of the way through it. And I was gonna try and push through and finish it out, but I realized like that meant I had to cut a bunch of stuff out or not do this or not do that. And I'm like, no, they're 6, they're 5. We're just gonna put the brakes on everything and then pick it back up and just take a big pause in the middle of the human body unit. This is one of the beautiful things about homeschooling is I can do that. And we'll pick it back up and we'll get more learning and meaningfulness out of it if we just wait instead of pushing right now, instead of just trying to make it through and doing it kind of haphazard or not as well as I would like while being frustrated and stressed about it, if that makes sense. So again, the win is just recognizing the fact that it wasn't working and I needed something different. And then trusting that this is going to be a short season. It is not forever. I don't know if anybody else does this, but I tend to sometimes project into the future. So it's like, well, we're putting the brakes on now. So it feels like I'm a slacker or a failure. I planned all these things and then I can't do any of them. And we're doing this right now. And then instead of saying, well, this is now who I am as a teacher, like I'm a terrible slacker teacher, instead to be like, this is a short season. There's a reason I'm making this choice. And then to just embrace the choice and know that we'll pick back up those beautiful things. We'll pick back up all the stuff we want to learn and talk about that I'm excited about, the kids are excited about. But I have to allow myself the time to step back so that I can do what we are planning on doing well, instead of doing it all poorly, if that makes sense. So really allowing myself to flex so that I can love my kids and myself better is probably the best succinct way to say that. And I think that is a huge win, especially for me and my personality. That was hard to come to terms with, but once I developed a plan and it's like, this is what I'm going to do, it's been so much more relaxing. It just feels less heavy and like I can do this. It's still good. And we still have a plan for after all this craziness, but just to acknowledge the season we're in and take seriously the effect it has on myself or the kids. So that's my win. Has anybody else struggled with this? Has anybody else had something happen in their life that they need to take a step back from homeschooling? And how are you able to do that? Please share below, as well as share any of your wins for October. If you just think back, let's celebrate the good things. Let's celebrate what worked. Let's celebrate things that we can take pride in. I hope you like the idea of these videos. I think they're really fun. They help me think about the good things that have happened. So yeah, that's what I have. Please consider liking the video if you like this type of video. Subscribe to the channel if you aren't already subscribed. And otherwise, I will see you in the next homeschooling video. All right, have a wonderful day. All right, take care.